Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the channel. Well, for my next Star Trek talk, I haven't got any information to show you because I've got no DVDs from Voyager. But this is Star Trek Voyager. They ended up in the Delta Quadrant. They got thrown into the Delta Quadrant with them following the some rebels and that, and it ended up with the rebels and the crew of the Voyager teaming up together and coming part of the crew. The special thing of Voyager, it was the first Star Trek series to have a female captain in command, and that was Captain Janeway, and it ran from 1995 to 2001, made 7 seasons and 172 episodes, and it was their adventure of trying to get back to the Alpha Quadrant. They encountered, they brought on a couple of aliens. What was the chef? They had a hologram doctor, and later on in the season, they gave him a piece of equipment so he could move around the ship because it was like a hologram and that, and they even had trouble with the Borg, and another set of aliens what was fighting the Borg, and there are the Borg's arch enemies, and this is where they saved one of them, 7 and 9, and came part of the crew. So this was all about their trip when they got stranded in the Delta Quadrant, and their journey back to the Alpha Quadrant and that, and the aliens they met on the way, and the adventures they had, and the fights they had with the Borg and species. I forget what it was, but the species was the Borg's arch enemies and that, and they met different aliens as they going through the Delta Quadrant and finding their way back, and they actually got back to Earth, where Janeway and the crew of the Enterprise, with Paris, could they had a Klingon what was chief of security. They had one that was part of the rebels, what was ended up second in command. The Doctor was a hologram because he was, but they gave him a hologram thing that he could come out medical and join them on the rail missions and that helped his story to, crest and that, and it was a good series. It ran for 7 seasons and that, and in the end they got back to Earth, and with Kathleen Janeway in command of her crew to make their way back after getting stranded in the Delta Quadrant. They get thrown into the Delta Quadrant, 70,000 light years away from the Alpha Quadrant, and they have to make their way back through different obstacles, aliens, fighting aliens, making friends, having villains like the Borg and the species one, I forget what it was called, but then they picked up 2 aliens, one what turned out to be a good cook, and he was, I think he was Nenex, the chef, if I'm right. Someone probably put me right to tell me who is, because I did watch the series and I enjoyed it, but I've never had any of the. I did have them on cassette, but it looks like I haven't got them on DVD, so that's why I can't show you any bits of it and tell you it's in great detail and that. And this is where I say a fond farewell for my short talk of Star Trek Voyager, and commanded by Kathleen Janeway. I couldn't think of the name then. Kathleen Janeway, and that was in command, and she was the first. For Voyager, she was the first woman to be in command of a starship, the Starship Voyager, and that. And as we go on with other stories, you will meet other characters from different series. So this is where I end my little chat about Star Trek Voyager and the history of it and that. I'm sorry it was short, but I didn't have any much info. I wish I had some more info so I could tell you more about Star Trek Voyager and the history and that. But they did get back at the end of season 7 back to the Alpha Quadrant, and there is like heroes and that. And this is where I say a fond farewell for now. And I hope you are safe and well, and take care of one another. And I'll catch you next time for our next chat in this interesting voyage of a discovery and other things and that. And I'll bid you a fond farewell and look after yourself whenever you watch this, morning, noon and night. And as I always say, if you want to join me, you are more than welcome. It's always up to you. Press the notification and put the thumbs up if you like these little chats, and I'll catch you on the next installment of my stories, and I'll say bye for now.